What's good? It is your boy Bake. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about NBA 2K22 current gen, maybe possibly being better than NBA 2K22 next gen. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on it in just a few, but before we get into that, spam up the lockdown gang in the comments below and let me know in the comments which one do you prefer, current or next gen. I would like to see you guys feedback. Anyway, let's dive into today's video. We already know that the patches went live on current gen. Yes, I repeat, on current gen first. That is nerfing the interceptor badge and taking away the interceptor badge in NBA 2K22, where you don't get the CPU support that you was getting, and you have to per se press the X button on your own moving forward in NBA 2K22 current gen and soon to be next gen. But I want to tap into something bigger. Is current gen better than next gen? I know we always have this debate, but I'm gonna give you some reasons why I truly believe that maybe current gen might be better than next gen. Let's talk about it. Number one reason is current gen gets the updates first. It baffles me that 2K22 current gen always gets all of the updates before next gen does. And in my mind, I'm like, how is that possible? And why is that possible? Why is current gen getting all the updates before next gen? And the only thing I can think about is 2K22 or 2K knows that current gen has the more player base. And so they want to address the more popular demand first. And that's sad to see because we're supposed to be moving forward, but I kind of feel like we're staying stagnant or staying backwards, because current gen gets every single thing before anybody. And what's shocking to me is that if next gen is supposed to be the future, wouldn't that be the first priority when it comes to patches? Wouldn't current gen be the second priority? But that's not the case. I think 2K is starting to realize that more and more viewers and players are on current gen, so might as well take care of them first, because that's where most of your possible revenue is coming from. And it scares me, because if we're supposed to be going forward on all of these new games, why does the past gen gets the priority? Something to think about. Another reason why I truly believe that current gen may be better than next gen is because the player base is on current gen. Not a lot of people got next gen consoles. You can see most of the content creators are creating content for current gen. They're not really playing next gen. And if the games are primarily the same, where one got fit planning and the other don't, and one got the right stick dunking, which is kind of irrelevant, and the other don't, is that why it's better? Or is it because all of your friends are playing the game on PlayStation 4 still, or Xbox One X still, and you want to play with your buddies? I can't seem to get my finger on it, but it makes me wonder, if all of your content creators are making content on current gen, is current gen actually better than next gen? It's something to really think about, because wouldn't you think people be playing the futuristic game rather than the past tense game? Another thing that makes me wonder that current gen may be possibly better is because the fun factor on current gen seems to be more likely on current than it is on next. For example, next gen has a little bit complexity when it comes to the builder and badges, where in current gen is pretty much what you're accustomed to. If you make a point guard dominant build, you get all of the point guard badges on Hall of Fame. No matter what kind of point guard build it is, you get every badge on Hall of Fame. You can unlock it and put it to Hall of Fame. Now it's more arcadey in a way. There's no strategic strategy in a way, because hey, if I make a build that has primarily shooting and dunking, I can get 2 badge tiers on Hall of Fame and the rest goes on gold. If I make a point guard build and a shooting build, I get Hall of Fame shooting and Hall of Fame dribbling. Doesn't matter. Where it's not the case on next gen. There's a lot more strategic and a lot more barriers that's blocking you to doing things like that. Now maybe people want more arcadey. Maybe people don't want strategic. I just don't understand why it's so much funner on current gen than it is on next gen. Maybe it's a placebo effect that everybody's playing it, so it gotta be more fun. I know the speed differentiation is night and day on current than it is on next gen. You really feel like you're a 99 speed. You really feel like you're a 90 something speed on next gen. You really don't feel that way at times. It feels like there's a blockage barricade that's preventing your guy from running, preventing your guy from doing what he needs to do. And you got more responsiveness on a past gen game than you do on a next gen console and on a next gen version of it. And it makes you wonder, like, why is that the case? Why is it like that? Why does it feel that way, at least? Why doesn't it feel like 2K on next gen should be better than current gen? That is the $1 million question that we continue to ask ourselves. Why are we going backwards? Why does it feel like we're not moving forward, I should say? But at the end of the day, current gen is a decent game. It's a solid game. It's mirror effect on next gen, but little bit bells and whistles. And think about it. Nobody wants to play the city. Nobody wants to travel around this big old world and environment. Yes, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of great things about next gen, but some things are little minimum in my experience or my perspective. They're not that big of a deal. Maybe people just prefer to get in games quicker and just to play. They don't have to run around too much. They just go and they can play. And maybe next gen is missing that playability to just go to the park and play. And if I want to go play against other affiliations, I shouldn't have to travel all around the world to get over there. I don't know. That's the $1 million question. I really don't know. But there are things that are showing that current gen may be better than next gen, because at the end of the day, that's where everybody at. That's where everybody at. Majority of content creators are on current gen or not playing 2K, and some is on next gen, but the masses is on current. And I think that's what 2K is realizing, and they're constantly continuing to cater to current gen, because again, that's where the money's coming in. And I'm not mad at them. At the end of the day, they're going to do what they're going to do. But if we supposed to be playing next gen, if we bought these next gen consoles, why does it feel like we're still in past 10 mindset? Y'all let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on current and next gen? Because at the end of the day, next gen is not that bad. It can be fixed. There's some things about it that makes it pretty cool. There's some things about it that makes you want to just punch something. The quest system is not that bad, but sometimes they're tedious and they're pointless, and sometimes they're pretty cool. Like the City Slam. This is pretty solid. The O's Gym and things like that is cool, but then you took away the ability for us to go and play with your friends. But I get it, you want us to play Pro-Am, but what if they don't want to play Pro-Am 3v3 and they want to just play a regular 3v3 matchmaking game? There's things that needs to be addressed and things that needs to be fixed. And it's up to 2K to figure out what they want to do. But I tell you one thing, what's really hurting the community, it's not about who's better or who's worse. It's about making 2 games and dividing the community up. I think the division of the community is why the game is what it is. There's no other game besides Madden that has 2 different games. And it's crazy. The 2 monopolies of sports are creating 2 games, 2 different games, but similar in so many ways. I don't know. I don't know why. But I do know why. It's money. But y'all let me know in the comments below. It's your boy Bake. Live life stressless. You're rocking one of the best. Without God, my life would be a mess. Always remember to have faith, hope, and love. And take care of yourself. Stay blessed. GG's, my friend. GG's.